Welcome back, everyone. Today, we are finally getting into the actual implementation of AOP. And we are going to start with one of the most commonly used advice types in Spring AOP. At before advice. The idea is simple. Sometimes you want to execute some logic before a method gets called. Before the actual business logic runs. For example, you want to log every incoming request before the service method executes. You want to check security permissions before any operation runs. You want to validate inputs before they reach the business layer. All of these happen before the method. And that is exactly what at before advice is designed for. With at before, you define the logic once in your aspect class. And Spring AOP automatically executes it before every method that matches your Pointcut, without touching a single line of your business code. Let's implement this step by step. Let's first create a simple service class. I am creating a demo service class. This will act as our target, the class whose methods our aspect will intercept. Alright, now let's add one method to our demo service. I am adding a display message method. Inside this method, we simply print a log message to confirm when this method is called. Alright, now let's create a demo controller. Next, inject demo service into the controller. Next, create a get API. First, log something here. Next, call the display message. And return a response back. Now, I want to execute some logic before this display message method of demo service. Specifically, we want to log a message before the method runs. So the question is, how do we achieve this using AOP? Alright, follow my screen carefully. Let's create a new class, logging aspect. This is our first real aspect class. This is where all our logging cross-cutting logic will live. Now, annotate this class with that component. This ensures that Spring automatically detects it and creates a bean for it. This is very important. Because for AOP to work, our aspect class must be managed by the Spring container. So once we add a component, Spring will register this class, and our AOP logic will be applied. Now, adding at component alone is not enough. At component tells Spring to manage this class as a bean. But Spring still has no idea that this class contains AOP logic. For that, we need one more annotation. At aspect. At aspect tells Spring, hey, this is not a regular service class. This is not a controller. This is an aspect. It contains cross-cutting logic. Treat it accordingly. This is very important. Without an aspect, Spring manages the class as a plain bean. It will never activate the AOP behavior. Your advice will never run. And you will get no error, it will just silently do nothing. That is the dangerous part. No error. Just AOP not working. So remember, both annotations are always required. At component, creates the bean. At aspect, activates the AOP behavior. Together, they give Spring everything it needs to treat this class as a fully functional aspect. Now, let's add the actual advice inside our aspect class. To execute logic before a method runs, Spring provides another annotation, at before. At before tells Spring, hey, before this specific method executes, run this advice first. Now, inside the at before annotation, we need to tell Spring something very important. Which method should this advice apply to? Because right now, Spring has no idea. We have defined the advice, but we have not told Spring where to apply it. And that is where the Pointcut expression comes in. The Pointcut expression is what we pass inside at before. It is a pattern that tells Spring, apply this advice only when this specific method gets called. Without the Pointcut expression, Spring does not know which method to intercept. The advice has no target. So we pass the Pointcut expression directly inside at before. Now, follow my screen. For now, I'll just show you how to use the Pointcut expression. We'll go into the details of Pointcut expressions in the next video. This is very important. Don't worry if it feels a bit confusing right now. Just focus on understanding the flow. Alright, follow my screen carefully. Let's build this Pointcut expression step by step. First, inside at before, add double quotes. The Pointcut expression is always a string. Next, inside the quotes, write execution followed by opening and closing brackets. Now, inside the brackets, we pass the method signature of the method we want to intercept. First public. Next void. Then, the fully qualified method name. So now we are clearly telling Spring, apply this advice when this specific method is executed. This is very important. We are targeting one exact method using its full path. Alright, now let's create the actual advice method below the at before annotation. I am naming this method before display message. Alright, now let's add the log statement inside this. Alright, our aspect is ready. And honestly, look at how simple that was. A class, 2 annotations, 1 method, 1 log line. That is a complete, working aspect. Now, let's start the application and see it in action. Let's hit the API. Alright, the API call was successful. Now let's open the console log and see what happened behind the scenes. Now, observe the logs carefully. First, you can see the controller log is printed. Now, look below that. This is the interesting part. Our aspect log printed next. We never called this manually. We never touched the controller. We never touched the service. But Spring AOP intercepted the call and fired our advice automatically, right before the service method ran. And then, the service log. Alright, let's hit the API one more time. And there it is, same sequence. Every single time. Controller log first. Request entered the controller. Aspect log second. At before advice fired automatically, before the service method. Service log third. Actual business method executed. Alright, now let's verify something very interesting. We have been talking about how Spring AOP works through proxies. That when you inject a Spring Bean, you are not getting the actual object. You are getting a proxy that wraps the actual object. But so far, we have just talked about it. Let's actually prove it. Let's check what Spring is actually injecting when we auto-wire demo service in our controller. Is it the real demo service object? Or is it a proxy? Follow my screen, and let's find out. In the controller, print the class of the bean in the logs. Starting the application. Hit the API. And there it is. Look at the console carefully. The class name printed is demo service $spring CGLIB $0. Not demo service. Not the class we wrote. Something completely different. And this is very important. We never created a class called demo service $spring CGLIB $0. We never wrote it. We never defined it anywhere. Spring generated it automatically, at runtime. This is the CGLIB proxy we have been talking about. Spring created a subclass of our demo service, behind the scenes, and injected that proxy instead of the real object. So when our controller calls demoservice.displayMessage, it is not calling the real demo service directly. It is calling the proxy. The proxy intercepts the call, fires our at before advice, and then delegates to the real demo service. Now you have seen it with your own eyes. This is not just theory anymore. Alright, now let's do a very interesting experiment. What happens if we remove @component from our logging aspect class? Remember, we said both @aspect and @component are required. But let's not just take my word for it. Let's prove it. Let's remove @component. Restart the application. Hit the API. Alright, look at the console carefully. Only 2 logs printed. Controller log there. Service log there. But the aspect log, completely gone. No error. No warning. The application ran perfectly. But our at before advice never fired. That is the silent failure we talked about. And this is exactly why @component is so important. But now, look at something even more interesting. Look at the class name that printed this time. Previously, we saw demo service $spring CGLIB $0. The proxy. But now, we see demo service. The real class. Our actual object. This is very important. Without @component, Spring never registered logging aspect as a bean. So AOP never activated. And because AOP never activated, Spring had no reason to create a proxy. So it injected the real demo service object directly. Alright, now it is your turn. I want you to try 2 scenarios on your own. These are not just exercises, they will deepen your understanding of how AOP works under the hood. Scenario 1. What if you comment out @aspect? Scenario 2. What if you create the bean manually instead of using @component? Will AOP still work? Will the advice fire? Try both. Observe the results. Drop your findings in the comments. I would love to see what you discover. And that brings us to the end of this video. Today we covered a lot of ground. We created our first working before aspect in Spring Boot. We saw AOP intercepting a real method call, live in the console. We proved that Spring uses a CGLIB proxy instead of the real object. And we saw what happens when @component is removed, and why that silent failure is so dangerous. Every concept we discussed over the last few videos, you just saw it working in real code. In the next video, we are going to go deeper. We will break down the Pointcut expression in complete detail, wildcards, patterns, and how to target multiple methods at once. So make sure you do not miss that. If this video helped you, please like it. It genuinely helps the channel grow. Got questions or doubts? Drop them in the comments below. I read every single one and I will make sure to help you out. And if you are not subscribed yet, hit the subscribe button and the bell icon so you never miss an upload. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next one.